Hello, everyone. Today I will speak about daily discipline and the honest gap between how you live now and how you could live with steady habits. Why do most of us want change and then lose it by noon? And how can we build a quiet, strong routine that carries us through hard days? At first, discipline looks like willpower alone, and that is the common story. In fact, many people try to force themselves and then they learn the hard way. However, there is a different path that uses small steps, clear signals, and a single practical tool you can use today. I will share simple language, short stories you can feel, and one tool with a 1 to 7 day plan you can start right now. Are you ready to step back and figure out what real control feels like? Think about a morning that began with an alarm and ended with regret. You woke late, you rushed, you skipped breakfast, you opened your phone and fell down a scroll hole. You promised yourself you would focus at work, but you ended up chasing other people's priorities instead of your own. That is how a day can turn out when discipline is only a wish. This is the common before, full of noise and small losses. Now imagine a morning where you wake 5 minutes earlier. You make one small clear choice before the noise begins. You take 2 deep breaths. You write one line. Today I will finish the short report by 3 p.m. You leave your phone in another room and carry on with a small high-value habit. At the end of the day, you feel calm and proud. This is how it can be when discipline is built in tiny steps and repeated honestly. Control your reaction to the first temptation. Keep your cool when distraction calls. Stay in charge of your words, to yourself and to others. Repeat that sentence and feel it. Control your reaction, keep your cool. Stay in charge of your words. Discipline is not a giant leap. Discipline is a series of clear choices that you make before the world asks for them. The first mini-story is about Maya, a young designer. She had a big deadline and a phone that never rested. One afternoon, her colleague sent an urgent message that read like a crisis. Mia replied immediately, with a long explanation and a defensive tone. The project manager called her and said the tone damaged the client relationship. The client lost trust, and the team. Mia felt shame that night, and she promised to do better. She learned hard lessons about speed and restraint. This is what happens when reaction drives the moment. The second mini-story is about Omar, a father and small bakery owner. He had a recipe for morning discipline, and he used it like a ritual. He would wake, wash his hands, set a single timer for 1 hour of focused baking, and then step back for a cup of tea. When his teenage son argued about homework one morning, Omar paused. He did not answer the angry words right away. He inhaled, remembered his simple ritual, and said, "We will talk in 10 minutes. The sun cooled down and the discussion became constructive. Sales that week were steady and the mood at home was calmer. This is what changes when you choose a calm response. The third mini-story is professional and short. A product team had endless meetings and no results. The new lead asked for a single rule. Begin every meeting with one goal and end with one action. The team followed this rule for a week. They shipped a small feature in 3 days. The team felt ownership and progress. This is what shifts when small discipline meets clear structure. Each story shows the same idea. A fast reaction leads to cost. A small pause leads to repair. And a clear rule leads to results. Now, I will give you one main tool that you can follow in 3 steps. The tool is called the pause, plan, proceed method. Stop for 5 seconds. Breathe in for 4 and out for 6. Then choose one clear sentence to guide your action, not a reaction. Stop for 5 seconds. Breathe in for 4 and out for 6. Say one clear sentence like finish one task now. Then proceed. Use this tool every time you feel the urge to react or you face a choice that can derail your plan. Do not mistake this for weakness. It is a direct way to set boundaries with your own impulses. Use phrasal verbs to lock it in. Step back, hold back, calm down, then carry on. Try the one-line imperative in practice. Stop. Choose. Mighting. Ashore. This tool is simple, and it works because it moves your decision from an emotional push into a short, reflective space. To make this practical, here is a 3-step micro-routine you can apply today. First, today, pick one corner where you will practice the pause, plan, proceed method. Choose the moment you normally lose time, such as checking messages at 9 a.m. or grabbing snacks before lunch. Use the pause once in that situation. Second, in 3 days. Notice and write down 3 triggers that usually pull you off your plan. They might be a certain app, a person's voice, or the way your mind dips into worry. Name them and practice the pause. Plan, proceed method against each trigger. Third, in 7 days. Track one conversation or one task where you used the tool and you held your line. Note the result. Did the task finish? Did the conversation change tone? Use this record to see real progress. A short self-check that you must ask each time is simple and powerful. Am I reacting to this moment or to something old inside me? Repeat it before you answer. Make this question a habit, and you will break many small patterns. Now let us deepen the practice with clear examples and language that builds both habit and calm. If your morning is chaotic, create a signal moment that anchors the day. This signal could be walking to the kitchen, drinking a glass of water, or simply closing your eyes for 10 seconds. Use that signal to set a single intention for the day. Set one objective and say it aloud. Today I will write for 30 minutes at 11. When you use a single intention, you make the choice easier. When your brain must choose between many options, it will default to the strongest cue. Therefore, reduce the options. Set 1 or 2 clear actions and make them visible. Keep your cool by writing your priority on a sticky note and placing it where you will see it. Say to yourself, stay in charge of your words. Hold your line when you are asked to do more than your plan allows. Learn to say one phrase. I can do that later. Use that phrase instead of a long explanation. Practice saying it 3 times out loud in the mirror. This builds verbal muscle memory and makes discipline feel natural. You must remember the rhythm. Notice the trigger. Slow the breath, choose the line. Notice the trigger. Slow the breath, choose the line. Notice the trigger. Slow the breath, choose the line. Let us explore the psychology briefly without complex words. Habits form by cue, routine, and reward. Your cue is a time or signal. Your routine is the pause, plan, proceed method. The reward is the feeling of progress, even small. After a week, you will have the concrete evidence you need. You will see that small, steady wins beat big, sudden starts. Often people say they have no time to build discipline. The truth is that you have time for the signal and the one sentence that moves you forward. Use the phrasal verbs. Step back when noise appears. Hold back the first impulse to answer, and then move on to the next task. This is not about becoming rigid. On the other hand, discipline gives you more freedom because it protects the time that matters. Discipline will not remove every problem. However, it will change how you face them. In fact, the more you practice calm choices, the less you are pulled by petty drama. This is why the pause, plan, proceed method works both for small daily tasks and for bigger life decisions. Let us add a short dialogue to illustrate the use of a boundary in real talk. Do you have a minute? Asks Sarah and her coworker. Mark stands at the desk. Sarah says, I can help at 2 p.m., Mark replies. Okay, thanks. That short line kept Sarah's plan intact and kept the colleague respected. Practice the exact collocations. Set a boundary, make a clear choice, and carry a calm tone. Repeat these phrases to yourself. Set a boundary. Set a boundary. Set a boundary. Make a clear choice. Make a clear choice. Make a clear choice. Control your reaction. Control your reaction. Control your reaction. Keep your cool. Keep your cool. Keep your cool. These repetitions act like small weights you lift every day. They build tone and habit. Now I offer 2 extra mini stories to widen the view and make the truth more human and less abstract. The 4th mini story concerns Lena, a nurse who worked long shifts and felt guilty for taking breaks. At first, she thought breaks were selfish. She learned to treat a 5-minute walk as a micro-commitment to herself. One day, a tense family entered the ward, and Lena felt the old urge to overwork and fix everything at once. She stopped for 5 seconds, breathed, and said out loud, "I will step back and call the doctor." Her calm phrasing gave the family a clear line and the team space to act. The patient got better results faster because the team stayed structured and clear. This is what happens when small self-care supports big service. The 5th mini story is about Ravi, a young father who runs a small online shop. He tried to answer customer messages immediately, and he burned out. He set a new rule. Reply twice a day and use an auto-reply for urgent notices. At first, some customers were annoyed. However, as days passed, replies grew clearer and orders were processed faster. Stress fell and his family dinners improved. Ravi found that holding back the immediate reply created more trust than a rushed answer. This is what changes when you protect your time and return with quality. Each of these short cases shows how discipline is kindness combined with clarity. It helps others because it helps you to do your best work. Now I will expand the tool slightly and add a few practical scripts you can use when the moment demands words. Use them as templates and modify the tone to yours. Script for work. Interruption. I hear you. I will review this at 3 and respond with a clear plan. Script for a family. Ask, I want to help. Can we do this after dinner? Script for social media. Urge. I will check this in 30 minutes. Then I will return to my task. These scripts protect your plan while keeping respect in the relationship. They help you keep your cool. Keep saying, control your reaction, control your reaction, control your reaction. Now, a compact set of micro habits to practice across 1 week that expand the 1 to 7 plan into daily steps. Day 1, choose one priority and announce it aloud to yourself. Use the pause once when a distraction arrives. Day 2, add a visible cue for your priority, such as a note on the monitor. Day 3, map 3 triggers and label them clearly. Day 4, practice 2 short scripts out loud and time them. Day 5, protect 1 hour of focused work and turn off non-essential notifications. Day 6, share 1 progress note with a trusted friend or partner. Day 7, review your week, note 1 win and 1 lesson, and plan the next single priority for day 8. These micro habits build momentum without heavy willpower. A short language note to help learners use the right patterns. Prefer present simple for routines. I write every morning. Use past simple for clear stories. She paused and then replied. Use present perfect when the past links to now. I have tried quick fixes and they did not last. Use modals to plan. I can do this later. Use the simple conditional for small experiments. If I pause, I will choose better words. These grammar choices make your intentions clear and help you act. Now, address common obstacles and how to handle them in practical terms. Obstacle. You forget to pause. Put a sticky note on your screen that reads stop, breathe, choose, obstacle. You feel guilty for delaying help. Fixed, use the script. I want to help well. I will respond at 2 p.m. Obstacle, perfectionism makes you avoid starting. Fix, set a rule. Do 20 minutes now. These fixes are simple, repeatable, and human. They let you build discipline with compassion. Now some quick cognitive tips to keep the habit strong. First, tie the habit to identity rather than to mood. Say, I am the person who protects 1 hour for focused work, rather than, I will do this if I feel motivated. Identity habits last longer. Second, reward quickly. After a focus block, give yourself a small reward, like a cup of tea or a 5-minute walk. This reward connects the routine to pleasure. Third, make the cost of failure visible. For example, write down what happens when you answer every message at once. Seeing the cost helps you choose better. These tricks are not manipulative. They are ways to help your brain learn what you chose is worth keeping. The pause, plan, proceed method works because it makes a gap between impulse and action. In that gap, you can choose a thought that serves you. Choose one sentence as your default. Finish one task now. When you practice this sentence, it becomes automatic. Repeat the supportive collocations to embed them. Build a habit, build a habit, build a habit. Carry a calm tone, carry a calm tone, carry a calm tone. Face pressure with structure. Face pressure with structure. Face pressure with structure. Find your pace. Find your pace. Find your pace. These refrains are part of the training. Now a brief practical log you can keep for 7 days to measure progress. Each morning, write the main priority for the day. Each evening, note one success and one learning. If you miss your plan, note why in a short line. After 7 days, review the logs and pick one pattern to change. This simple data gives you feedback and reduces the fog of vague promises. It shows real progress. Let us add 2 more original mini-stories and another short dialogue to enrich the emotional map and meet the requirement for negative and positive examples. The 6th mini-story is a cautionary tale about Pavel, a software tester who prized speed above clarity. Pavel answered every bug report at once, and he juggled tasks without a plan. 1 week his inbox doubled and his stress rose. He made errors, and he missed a key test. The bug reached production, and the team had to fix it overnight. Pavel felt crushed. He realized the fast reaction had cost the team sleep and his reputation. He stopped and tried a new rule. Triage for 10 minutes each morning, and answer only critical reports immediately. The result was slower replies, but stronger quality and fewer errors. This is what happens when haste replaces discipline. The 7th mini-story is hopeful and small. A young teacher named Aya used to grade papers all night and lose mornings to tiredness. She chose a new rhythm. She graded for 30 minutes after lunch and left evenings for rest. At first, she worried about falling behind. Then parents praised clearer feedback, and Aya felt steadier energy in the morning. She kept her family dinners and she kept her work quality. This is what changes when you design your time and defend it. Short dialogue. Can you take this now? Asks a student. I can review it at 4, replies Aya. Thanks. That works. The student felt heard, and Aya kept her schedule. That exchange used calm boundaries and clear timing. Now some practical environment design ideas that help discipline without more willpower. First, reduce friction for good actions and increase friction for bad ones. Put your running shoes by the bed. Put your phone out of reach at work. Make the easier action the right action. Second, create small habit stacks. After you brush teeth, write one line. After you pour coffee, name the day's priority. Habit stacking links new actions to existing routines and saves mental energy. Third, use visible signals for status. A simple lamp on means do not disturb. A closed door means focus time. These small designs shape behavior without speeches. Now a short plan for accountability and social design. Tell one person about your single daily priority. Ask a friend to check in after 3 days. Use gentle accountability like a text message or a 2-line note. Social ties strengthen discipline because they add mild external pressure and support. Choose a partner who will be kind and firm. Ask them one question. Did you see me keep my priority today? That question gives you clear feedback. Now some guidance for relapse and recovery. Relapse is normal. When it happens, avoid moralizing language, such as "I failed." Instead, ask a practical question. What small change can I make tomorrow? Name one adjustment and try it. Reduce shame by naming one success from the day, however small. This keeps momentum alive. Now a compact set of advanced scripts for negotiation at work and home. Use them when the stakes are higher. Work script. I can help on this. I will block 2 hours tonight and send you a plan by 9 p.m. Home script. I hear your need. I will join you after I finish this task at 7. Can we set that time? These scripts keep respect and protect time. Practice them out loud 3 times. Now a short set of extra breathing variations for the pause. Plan, proceed, practice. You may use 4 out of 6 breathing or 4 out of 4. For a quick reset, try inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 6 when you feel pressure. Try 2 cycles of slow breath if the moment is intense. Combine the breath with a grounding image, such as a tree with deep roots. These small sensory anchors. Now an extended micro plan for days from 1 to 21. That scales the 1 to 7 into 3 weeks and helps the habit survive the early fragile phase. Week 1. Focus on the signal and the single priority each day. Use the pause at least once daily. Week 2. Increase habit stacking and protect 2 focus blocks. Add 1 accountability check midweek. Week 3. Reduce distractions further and set a weekly review on Sunday. Celebrate 3 wins and plan the next month. This scaled plan prevents abrupt changes and builds steady progress. A brief language reminder for learners. Use simple conditionals for experiments. If I pause, I will choose 1 sentence. Use modals to set rules. I should protect this time. These small grammar shifts turn vague hopes into clear plans. Why was your class? Now a few compact prompts for your evening log, so the habit of reflection becomes lean and actionable. Evening prompts. What one thing did I finish? What one thing did I learn? What one small change will I make tomorrow? Answer each in 1 short sentence. This keeps reflection short and useful. Now a final mental model to hold. Think like a caretaker of your time. A caretaker notices what is worn, fixes small tears, and prevents big damage. Your daily discipline is not punishment. It is care for your future work, family, and mind. When you treat your time like something you protect, you act with clarity and kindness. Repeat the core refrains to embed them deeply. Control your reaction. Control your reaction. Control your reaction. Keep your cool. Keep your cool. Keep your cool. Stay in charge of your words. Stay in charge of your words. Stay in charge of your words. Build a habit by small repetition. Build a habit by small repetition. Build a habit by small repetition. Now the close and the new identity rehearsal you can use each morning. Say it with calm voice. Today, I choose 1 priority. I will protect it. I will use my pause and then act. I will be kind to my future Self, repeat this rehearsal 3 mornings in a row. Let it change how you decide. Identity follows action. Act small, and you become that person. From now on, you are the person who chooses one clear priority each morning. You are the person who protects a small block of time and holds a boundary with respect. You are the person who pauses and makes a clear choice instead of reacting to every request. You are the person who practices daily discipline with kindness and who measures progress, not perfection. If today's calm made sense to you, subscribe and come back tomorrow. We will train this step by step until calm and consistent discipline become your natural strength. Stay, learn, and carry your calm forward.